All right, everybody. Welcome to the second video on my channel. We're going to do another reaction to something from Scap Attack. And this is his channel right here. And if you haven't subscribed yet or checked it out, please do so. He's awesome. But without further ado, let's get into this next video. It's going to be called Jordan versus LeBron, the most pathetic debate in sports. And I agree. This should be a good one. All right, here we go.
From the dawn of time in sports, there have been certain debates that have waged on and on without resolution. Specific conversations that ultimately just boiled down to a
Y'all remember Tiger Woods in his prime? Shit.
matter of perspective and preference. But in some very rare instances, an elite force has risen to the forefront and distanced themselves from all other competition, ended all conversations or debates. And on June 14th, 1998, when Michael Jordan hit the shot over Brian Russell to secure his sixth and final championship with the Chicago Bulls, he also let rest his case as the all-time GOAT of basketball. While Jordan wasn't the greatest winner the sport has ever seen, while he might not have been the most individually, statistically dominant, and while his bulk statistical accumulation does not rise to the level of other all-time greats who played substantially longer than him, Jordan does represent the greatest total package in basketball history. And while other players have risen some...
That's an awesome image right there. This is when the mentorship began. Uh, Kobe started asking for advice, and MJ just started delivering. And apparently, that was going on all the way until Kobe's passing, even after basketball stuff. If you guys didn't see the celebration of life speech by Michael Jordan, he really goes into some detail about it, saying that they were texting all day, like not all day, but they were texting pretty much every day, phone calls almost every day. And Kobe was just asking for like life advice at that point because he had retired. And I just think it's awesome, you know? Um, shit, yeah. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Somewhat near his level in the time since he stepped away from the game. No one has been able to eclipse him. Yet for some absurd and incomprehensible reason that still remains largely unknown, significant portions of the mass sports media continue to inundate us with LeBron James, Michael Jordan debates, as if this is some remotely close conversation. And even sadder and more pathetic is that there is a sect of media and fans out there that believe LeBron has even somehow eclipsed Michael Jordan.
Kobe Bryant.
See, what's stupid to me is that yeah, LeBron's got stats because longevity, but every year Jordan played, he was the best player. I mean, he was the most dominant player in the league. Even when he was a freaking rookie, the kid was destroying everybody. You know, he was just playing on a trash team. And then all the way to the end in 98, you know, it was like 36 years old or something like that, I think. He was still the most dominant player in the league, the best winner in the league. And shit, man, when he was with the Wizards, even, you know, he had a broken rib and a messed up knee, and the guy was still putting it up. I mean, he just tried harder than everybody else, and I can't say that about LeBron. You know, he just chooses when he tries.
Couldn't fill, or Michael Jordan fill LeBron's shoes.
But the one and only thing LeBron James has ever done better than Jordan is play longer. And it is not merely the length of time LeBron played, but the time span of when he played. LeBron entered the league directly from high school and started accruing his all-important bulk statistics at just the age of 18. Jordan, meanwhile, played 3 years of college basketball, not entering the NBA until the age of 21.
Yeah, he was a college champion too. Olympic champion, college champion, 6-time NBA champion. Damn.
Jordan then famously retired at the age of just 30 to pursue a career in baseball, and that retirement lasted for almost 2 full years, as he would sit out the entire 93-94 year and return to the NBA with only 17 games remaining in the 1994-95 season. Therefore, Jordan missed the vast majority of his age 30 and 31 seasons. He also broke his foot at the very beginning of his second season in the league, missing all but 18 games that year as well.
And in that year, he broke the rules in order to come back because he wasn't supposed to come back from injury yet. But he was secretly training and playing basketball um, outside of his own the owner's restrictions, basically. And he was just doing it in private. And then all of a sudden, he comes back just ready to dominate in the playoffs. Freaking Jordan was something else, man.
Michael Jordan would then, on January 13th, 1999, at the age of 35, announce his second retirement, which lasted 3 full years until he decided to return
35.
again and join the Washington Wizards at the age of 38,
Yeah, he was
which
still
was
a bad
largely
man.
a marketing ploy for the team he owned at the time. As you can see, not truly an apples-to-apples comparison with the modern-day self-proclaimed GOAT.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
Who has
Man, don't make me go on another rant on that shit. Oh, call yourself the greatest of all time, LeBron. Don't do it. It makes me sick.
been ring chasing and maximizing his winning and stat stacking potential.
I just gotta say it. God damn you, LeBron. Michael Jordan never once said he was the greatest of all time. LeBron James, he said it. Had his wife say it on the stage at the ESPYs. Here's the GOAT, introducing the GOAT, LeBron James. It's disgusting. All right? Michael Jordan's the GOAT because we all say he is. You know, he didn't have to say it himself to convince us. LeBron is so insecure about this shit. It's hilarious.
For the vast majority of his entire, now 20-year career and counting, James has played 1,421 career regular season games so far, while
Damn.
Jordan played in only 1,072. In terms
That's
of
a lot
playoff
more.
games, James
By
has
now,
played
he's
in
played like 500 more.
282, as compared to Jordan's 179. More than
Okay, okay. Let's look at that again because this is huge. All right. So LeBron played in 282 playoff games. What's he got? 4 rings. By now, he's actually played in more, I think. Yeah, because this video is a couple months old. And MJ, so 282 for LeBron. And what do we got?
Jordan's 179.
179 for MJ. That's substantial. All right. And what's the outcome? Who's the better winner? Who's the better winner? MJ went 6 for 6. He's got 6 rings. He play. I mean, that's a big difference. Big difference.
More than 100 additional playoff games alone for LeBron James. In totality, James has played 452 more career games than Michael Jordan, and unsurprisingly has logged substantially more minutes than Michael Jordan, over 17,000 more. So with a vast amount of additional time James has logged,
He sure as hell better have more points than Jordan at that point. Damn.
in comparison to Michael Jordan, LeBron must be increasingly more accomplished. Well, not exactly. LeBron James, in 20 years of play, has led the league in scoring just one time, and that was way back in the 2007-2008 season, when he was just aged 23 in his 5th year in the league at the time. He also led the league in assists one time, which was in the highly unusual COVID-shortened 2019-2020 season.
Really? 2020, he led the league in assists? I'm actually surprised he didn't lead the league in assists more often. Fool's got the ball in his hands like all the time. No point guard ever gets to play point guard with him because he's always the point guard. So I'm shocked he's only led the league once in that.
Those are the only two instances that LeBron has ever led the league in any standard box metric.
So he led the league in scoring once and led the league in assists once, and that's it. He's got some MVPs, but never Defensive Player of the Year. Nothing like that. Let's hear what MJ did. I used to have those shoes, by the way. I still do have those shoes, by the way. In box. Shit.
Compared to Michael Jordan, who led the league in scoring an incomprehensible 10 times.
10
and
times.
That was in 10 consecutive seasons.
Shit, did you just hear that? 10 years in a row he led the league in scoring. How the hell do you do that shit? Damn.
Beginning with his third year in the NBA and spanning all the way to his aged 35 season when he retired the second time. For context, Wilt Chamberlain is second all time with 7 scoring crowns, and no other player ever has more than 4. Jordan also led the league in steals 3 different times throughout.
Here comes the defense. Led the league in steals 3 different times.
His career, resulting in 13 standard box crowns, compared to just 2 for the self-proclaimed king. But as we know, and are perpetually reminded of by the mass media, LeBron has always been more of an advanced analytics type of player. Since James was unable to excel and distance himself in standard means of measurement, an entire movement of analytics was born to build and promote fake cases of dominance for him and others like him. The allegedly efficient player.
I think they're showing the finals when he was choking.
Players. Very important to diminish actual winners and prop up fantastical cases of alleged greatness for others incapable of winning. Surely, LeBron can excel in these fields, full of made-up acronyms like BPM and PER. Well, no, not really. Despite playing all of the additional time and seasons, Jordan and LeBron each led the NBA 9 times in value over replacement, while Jordan gets the check mark in box plus minus, leading the league 9 times compared to LeBron's 7. In win share crowns, 9-5 against LeBron, and PER crowns, 7 total to 6 in favor of Jordan.
I'm sorry, I just gotta pause it. I'm loving this. This is an absolute freaking destruction. Absolute destruction. I don't know why these two are compared. Why is this a freaking comparison? Can anybody out there tell me why? Like, literally, is it just because he's got the scoring title? Like, all time? Because he's played longer than anybody in the history has? You know? Came out of high school, all that jive? Is that it? Because he's not better at anything else than MJ. Like, nothing. Not one single thing is he better than MJ at.
In all, LeBron led the NBA 45 times in an advanced analytics field throughout his NBA career, compared to...
Damn. So Jordan takes it in the individual awards. Jordan takes it in the team awards. And also, if you want to talk advanced analytics, which everyone talks about these days, Jordan destroyed him. So who's the GOAT?
To Jordan's 69 advanced crowns. This is really getting embarrassing now. But LeBron, the media darling, who was dubbed the chosen one at just the age of
self-dubbed
17 when he was still in high school, surely has more media bestowed awards than his airness. Wrong again. LeBron has won 4 league MVPs to Jordan's 5.
Damn, that one I wasn't sure about. God damn, MJ got 5 MVPs. LeBron only got, LeBron, I can't say only got 4. That's a lot, but MJ got 5 too? So all LeBron's got is the scoring, the all-time scoring thing. That's all. Luna, relax. That's my dog you're hearing. She's going crazy because I'm yelling at the microphone right now. Anyways, let's get back to this. Good girl.
If I mention the 452 more games and 17,000 more minutes LeBron has played than Jordan. Just checking. Jordan also won a Defensive Player of the Year award, and he did that in the same season he led the league in scoring and won MVP.
Imagine that shit right there. Okay. I mean, of course he won MVP. Of course he won MVP that year. But imagine being the best offensive player in the league that year because you're leading in scoring, and then you're also the best defensive player in the league that year. Like, I mean, defensive player of the year, and leading the league in scoring, and he got the MVP. How the hell do you even do that? How do you do that? Like the guy, it's like unlimited energy to pull something off like that.
Does LeBron have a Defensive Player of the Year award? You
No.
might be wondering. But what about the metric that really matters? Winning. Check mark to Jordan there as well, winning 6 titles as compared to LeBron's 4, again, despite LeBron playing in 100 more playoff games.
100 more playoff games. Also 6 for 6 versus 4 for 10. I mean, someone's got a failing grade, the other person's got a perfect score. I don't know.
But surely, LeBron faced tougher competition. Well, no, he didn't. Throughout his NBA playoff career, LeBron James has played in 53 playoff series, as compared to Michael Jordan's 37. LeBron has played 28 total opponents in those series that either won a minimum of 50 games or in a strike-shortened season had a win percentage that would have won them 50 games in a full 82-game year. That is 28 of his 53 career playoff opponents, while Jordan faced a total of 27 50-plus win opponents in his 37 series playoff career.
That's there you go. I mean, if you guys didn't catch that, rewind it because that should end the argument right there, saying that Jordan didn't face tough competition. I mean, you got to be freaking kidding me to say something like that with a straight face. He played much tougher competition. LeBron was chilling in the East that whole time. Other than the Boston Celtics and like 2 years of the Detroit Pistons being good, there was nobody out there. There was nobody out there to stop LeBron from going to the finals every single year. But then he'd get his ass whooped in the finals, and that's why he's 4 for 10 in the finals. If he was in the West, it would be garbage. But back in the Jordan era, the East was freaking scary, you know? But anyways, the stats speak for themselves.
So LeBron has played a 50-win opponent 53% of the time, whereas Jordan faced a 50 or 60-win team 73% of the time that he was in the playoffs.
That's
Jordan
sick.
was also more successful, much more so, against these higher-end opponents than LeBron, as James has amassed a record of 16-12 against 50, 60, and 70-win teams, which is a win percentage of 57%. Jordan, meanwhile, was 20-7 against those opponents.
Son of a bitch. So so he faced the tougher teams more often, and when he did, he also beat them more often. Seriously. I mean, MJ's the GOAT, hands down. Like somebody in the future might like maybe Wemby someday, we'll talk about it in 20 years, can contest with MJ, but LeBron, it just ain't happening, man. You know? He doesn't have the clutch. He's not as good of a winner. He didn't work as hard, you know? He didn't play as good at defense. He didn't play as good at offense. He didn't win as many I could go on all day. Fucking shit, man.
Good for a win percentage of 74%. But surely, Jordan
Right?
had much better
What?
teams and supporting casts.
Hell no. All right, I'm sure he's going to go into it, but dude, you know how many freaking all-stars and Olympians the LeBron has played with throughout his career? And this is another argument that LeBron shills throw out. Oh, Jordan had better teams. No, he didn't. He had Scottie Pippen, literally. And then the last 3 years, the last repeat, Scottie Pippen he had a broken back, so he wasn't really producing that much. Oh, he had Dennis Rodman for 3 years. Yeah, he did. Good rebounder. That's it. It would give you 0 points most nights. And I'm not dissing Dennis. I'm just saying, Literally, when you can say one of the best players, like the second best player that Michael Jordan ever played with, all he did was one stat. Come on, man. LeBron James played with D Wade, Chris Bosh, freaking Shaquille O'Neal, even though he was old. Uh, Kyrie at his best. Kevin Love. I'm sure he's gonna go into it, man. I could list this crap all day. Uh, the freaking players he's playing for now. Anthony Davis, Westbrook. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not so fast. In all, during his 20-year career, James has played with 7 different players that made a combined 15 All-Star team selections while playing on a team alongside LeBron. Compare that to Jordan,
Davis,
who played with exactly one All-Star ever throughout his entire NBA career.
That's what I'm saying. All he had was Scotty. And he still won 6 rings, like with no help, just running the damn triangle. The guy had to work so hard.
Jordan played with only one other player in Scottie Pippen that ever made an All-Star game on a Michael Jordan-led team, and Pippen did it only 6 times. So Jordan played more difficult competition with worse supporting casts while playing drastically less time, and still won more than LeBron while producing a much higher level of individual dominance, both from a statistical and
better team player, better individual player, better defensive player, better offensive player. Damn.
An advanced standpoint. Yet and still, the cases continue to be built by teenagers on Twitter who have no understanding, appreciation, or context for anything that came before what they see, they experience, they think is the best ever, all the while only being emboldened by rating-obsessed liars on various mass media outlets.
Right, and I get it. I'm glad Scap says this because it's true. You know, I have some homies that, they weren't around during the Jordan era. They didn't get to see this shit that I saw. So, I mean, they look at somebody like LeBron and they think there's no way in hell, somebody could be better than this guy. They throw out names like Steph Curry, which Steph is a badass. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, they will never truly understand what a different level Jordan was on than everybody else in the world. And still to this day, like Jordan could come in and crush right now. Actually, he'd probably be more dominant right now if he came in the league. But yeah, young people, I can't judge them because they never got to see it. I got to witness it, like day in and day out, over and over and over again. Watch true greatness and somebody who really earned it. Closest thing was Kobe. So I'm glad they got to see some Kobe, but even Kobe was, I mean, obviously a notch below. He didn't give it every single night like MJ did. Majority of the nights, but I've seen Kobe give up, and I never once saw Jordan give up. You'd have to like force his ass on the bench. If they're down by 20, in the fourth quarter, Jordan wasn't giving up. LeBron, this guy just decides when he's going to show up and when he's not going to show up, let alone give up. Like, yeah, he's done some embarrassing shit.
All because LeBron has more total stats than Jordan, just like Frank Gore has more career rushing yards than Barry Sanders, David Ortiz has more home runs than Mickey Mantle, and Joe Flacco has more career passing yards than Joe Montana. Longevity stat accumulation is such a minuscule part of the overall equation to determine all-time hierarchical greatness. There are arguably cases to be made against Jordan as the GOAT, but they do not and never will include the vastly and incomprehensibly overrated LeBron James.
Man, that was a good video, Scap. That was a good video. I'm already subscribed. All right, guys. All right, comment down below. What do you think about this one? I said a lot of stuff. Some of it might be controversial depending on your age. If you were around at the time watching what I watched, you're probably agreeing with me. But if you're younger and you're watching this, You probably think I'm crazy. But, shoot it out down below. Let's get a conversation going in the comment section. If you liked what you saw, give me a like and subscribe. If not, give me a thumbs down. Tell me I suck ass in the comments. Do what you got to do, all right? Everybody else, thanks for coming in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.